Hello, kings and queens. This is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Glory be to God. It's God's day, honey. Uh, listen, you're going to hear from me every day. It just so happened. I had the episodes recorded up just 2 days ahead of time, but I took a little trip. I had to take a little journey because we growing over here. We on the journey over here. So I had to go to Atlanta because God got me on a mission as I'm growing. It's incredible. It's really incredible. But I wanted to say that I really had a beautiful time in Atlanta. I enjoyed the scenery, the sights, the people. The people in Atlanta are very nice. If you the highways are so crowded and packed that they steady building more highways. I mean, they building highways, the highways are packed, and they out there building more. But as you're trying to get over, the people of Atlanta, they move out your way, they let you get in. They are so courteous and so nice in Atlanta. And I was talking to a young lady there, and she was telling me that a lot of people are moving to Atlanta. It's like the new California. And I'm telling you, I was in Atlanta a few years back. We went down there. I guess it was about, oh gosh, it's been a while. Maybe about 5 or 6 years. It wasn't as crowded as it is now. I mean, it is. Ooh, it was so crowded. And then, like I was getting the kids something to eat, and I wanted to go across the street over there and get something else that I ain't seen in a while. Del Taco. Honey, I couldn't get over there. I wanted to go over there to Del Taco because I rarely eat chicken, but they got this chicken soft taco that I love from California, and I always used to eat it. Couldn't get over there to get it, and I didn't feel like fighting that traffic, honey. We was on one side to get, they both of course wanted two different things. So then I wanted something different. I didn't want what they wanted. But I wasn't going over there and fight that traffic and get out and then try to get back get on the highway, make a mistake and get off. You got to go way down, turn around. It's been a journey. You hear me? And so, but I'm thankful and grateful to God. We made it there and made it back safely. No problems, none whatsoever. And, we were guided by the stars. We were guided by the stars because going in, as we got into Kentucky, that's when I noticed them. Big old cluster, all right in front of the car, and they were up in the sky, but they were covered. Every time I looked up there, they were up there. Big cluster of stars. Some of them had, lines of stars, just a big constellation of stars up there. And, I'm trying to see if it's the Big Dipper, a little bit dipper, but you can't look while you're driving, and I'm glancing up there, and every time I looked, they were there, the stars. And so that was going in. On the way coming back, I look up, they're the stars guiding me. It's like God sent the beloved spirits, the beloved ancestors to guide us. Okay, so, going to Georgia was for business purposes. I had to go there because I got to get the visa because I'm going to the motherland. I'm 54 years old. I've never had a desire to go to the motherland. I've never had a desire to go to the motherland. And not till now, not till I began to grow and, began to realize even before then, even before grow, I've been pulled there, but I never really understood until I began this journey and began to understand where we came from, where we really all came from, but where we came from, how it began. It began with gold. That's how it started. They went over there looking for gold. Then they saw these people, and the way that it's just I'm telling you, it's 400 years of oppression. Can you imagine? 400 years. Slavery began in the 16th century, with the slaves moving across the Atlantic, being transported on months-long journeys across the ocean. Many died. Many didn't make it. Many killed themselves. Many would rather die than live under oppression. and there are many who would die to keep oppression. I saw a great big, I didn't see it going into Georgia. I didn't see it as I was on my way into Georgia. I passed right by it, but I didn't see it. I saw it on the way back, and it was nighttime. It was nighttime going in. You know, you try to leave and get stuff, try to leave early. It didn't work out that way. By the time we didn't get to see, really get to see anything because we driving at night. So I'm driving at night on the way back. The stars up there with me. I'm meditating to God. I'm meditating to the beloved ancestors. I'm meditating to get the wisdom. And I happened to look. Something caught my attention, and it was on the other side of the highway. I'm going westbound. It's on the east side of the highway. I look, a great big, the biggest Confederate flag you ever want to see in Kentucky. And it's bigger. It stood up over the other flag. I couldn't even see what the other flag was. I don't think it was an American flag. No, it wasn't an American flag. I couldn't tell what it was. But a great big Confederate flag just flying right there off the highway for everybody to see that you love oppression. Because that's what was the Confederacy. The United States won the Civil War against the states that seceded the Union. They pulled from the Union so much because they wanted to keep slavery. They were willing to die for it. So what I took away from that, seeing that Confederate flag flying up like that, is whoever put it up there loves oppression and loves oppressing people. And I saw that the United States won the war. The war is over. So what you're doing is, by saying you want to fly this flag and show this flag, then really you're defiling the country that you say you love, because it was the United States that went against these other states. That's how the Civil War came. The United States went through these other, they fighting to keep slavery. These 11 states that have succeeded the Union, and then the Confederates were defeated, and slavery was, of course, abolished and ended because it was the right thing to do. You can't just keep humans in bondage like this. Just like, it's a lot of oppression that's going on in the world. There's a whole lot that I can touch on and talk about. But just as much as the Confederate symbol represents hate and oppression, the institution of slavery, the institution of bondage, because that's what they were fighting for, to keep it. And it's incredible the lengths that people will go to keep evil and hate, and to proudly display it. But what it shows me is that you are a person who is an oppressor and don't mind oppressing people, because just the symbol itself is oppressing. It's just like seeing something that's depressing. The symbol, the Confederate symbol, is a sign of oppression. And it's just that there are people who are like that, and really, we are one race. We are the human race. We are one race. We are the human race. And we race, of course, is something we need to get past. We need to get past the differences. We already really are past it, but some people really want to take us back to it. 1619. Here we are 400 years later, 2021. And we still have signs of evil and hate. Even during the Civil War, that Confederate flag did not make it to the Capitol building. It did not make it to overtake the country and reintroduce slavery. The president ended slavery at that time, but they fought because they wanted to keep it. That's something. Okay, so that's why we have grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We're going to use wisdom, wisdom through love. Love through wisdom. Mix it up, match it up in God, because it's all righteous. Honey, when driving was a wonderful time to meditate, think on the Lord. I'm so grateful and thankful to God. We got in there safely. We got back out safely. I got the visa. And that was a task itself, because you have to go. You have to travel to one of these states to get the visa. There's only a few states that you can go. And Georgia was the closest to me. As much as I want to go to New York is on my bucket list. Wasn't in the cards to go to New York now. But I am going to go to New York. I do want to see the Big Apple, one day. And we were trying to go down to Tyler Perry Studios, just like we just gonna go down there, just go touch a building or something. I just wanted to see it, but I guess they were over there filming, and she, the Queen informed us down there at security that you can go on the weekends, and that's when they let people come in. But I'm so grateful to see that it's so beautiful down there. It is so beautiful. I really was able to really take a really good look at Georgia when I was down there. And it's beautiful. The way the people come together, they so nice. I ran into all different colored people. Everybody kind, nice. Just as kind as they can be, really. And you would, really, sometimes you could just be, when you like there in Georgia, you forget for a minute all the evil and hate that's really going on in the world, because look, you got a group of people here who know how to get along, and let's make it happen. Let's make this beloved community. Let's come together in love the way we're supposed to do. Let's stop being divided. We are not the divided states. This is the United States. So, God got me on a journey. Getting that visa, honey, I was the one singled out. There's always somebody gonna be singled out. I was the one that was singled out. Evil tried me. Evil tried me yesterday, honey, but I got that visa. God had his way. It was God's way. And no matter what, I had to come back a couple times, but we got it together, and I got that visa, and I thank the Lord. That's over with. See, because I've never left this country. I've never left here, so I didn't know what I had to get out of here, to leave here. It's a lot. So, and it's something I was thinking about also. It's something when somebody discovers something and say they discovered it, and even though they didn't discover it, God has beautiful plans for us as a people. But, we need to come together. Where you see unrighteousness, where you see injustice, where you see genuine equality is lacking, be the catalyst for change. Make it manifest. Be that change. Let people see the light that is within you. Because, see, that's what I'm doing. I have to really be careful about who I tell what I'm doing, the work that I do in civil rights. Because you don't, smiling faces, you don't know. You got to watch out for smiling faces. But I so love everywhere I grow. I do. I so love everywhere I grow. And God is moving. God is moving. And I'm heading to a meeting today with here in town with the mayor and the mayor's assistant, because I had met with them once before, and I got an email while I was out of town. They want to meet with me again, and we getting ready to get some stuff growing. We getting ready to get some stuff growing, and I'm just really excited about what the Lord is doing. I haven't had a lot of sleep in the past 2 days, but I want to get on here and tell you that I love you. I want you to be uplifted. You're going to hear from me every day. You're going to hear from me each and every day. And so what's happening now is, now this podcast, this episode here, this Wednesday, you getting ready to hear it in about 1 hour, maybe less than that, as soon as I wrap it up and get it sent out. So you will hear from me every day, because I want you to be uplifted. God is moving, honey. Be encouraged. Be encouraged in the Lord. I had, sometimes we are our own worst enemy, and we got to stop being that. We got to be there for each other. We got to be each other's keeper. We really do. We got to be each other's keeper, to live one another, and not be the one, you know, who try to take each other down like crabs in a bucket. We can't be like that. You know, we got to lift one another up. You know, here, let me give you a boost. Let me give you a boost. Let me lift you up. Let me show you something. You know, let me show you a way. Let me show you how to get there. God bless you. You know, give somebody some good news. Give somebody a good word. Show somebody some love. See, because that's what's missing is love. That's what's missing, you know, from our lives each and every day, everywhere we go. So love. God is love. That's the way you do it. You know, I'm telling you, that's how I get through, honey. I don't let nothing pull me down. Look, let me tell you something. You have to travel all the way to Georgia. Well, that was the closest place to go to get this visa. And I get down there, I think I'm missing. I couldn't print the application off because I forgot the login information, you know, and I'm sitting there. I had tried it before I left, but they said that they could print it off for me. I get down there, you know, they said they'll do it, but they charge $25. That's fine, but just print it off. Then I come back. She said, well, you may have to reschedule because we can't print nothing off. You can't get in. We can't print. You know how people do. And so I just went back and I was just praying to God because see, this is God. I'm moving for the Lord, you know, and God, as soon as I went over there to the UPS store, sat in front of that computer and logged right in it and printed out that application, took it over there and got that visa, honey. It wasn't nothing but God. God showed me what to do, see, because I had been back here trying to figure out how to get in there. I forgot the password. I'm so tired of passwords and usernames. Especially when you log in somewhere where you done been and it tell you type it up again, you know, and then when you type up what you know is your password, that ain't it. You know, I guess it's time to change your password. But, you know, I'm telling you, honey, God is moving. It's God. God is moving. The beloved ancestors are the engine that are driving this movement. They are the engine that is propelling me, that is driving this movement, honey, that's tailgating me. They own me. You know, they own me like white on rice. They own me, honey. That's what mama used to say, white on rice. But they own me. I get my little sayings from her. So, ain't nothing gonna stop God, honey. God is a greater force than the evil of it. God is moving to and fro just like the evil doing, except God is greater. You know, God is a greater force. Evil can only do what you allow it to. You know, allow God to use you. And this make me think about something. I was thinking about that movie, The Exorcist, you know, and when a demon gets in you. And when a demon gets in you, you know, like the movie portrayed, you know, they turned her all different on the outside. But what happens is when the demon gets in you, it turns you different on the inside, turns you into something vile and ugly. And I mean, you just gonna allow evil to use you. You know, the evil gonna get inside you and make you do things, manifest evil. Allow God to get inside you and manifest good, manifest genuine equality and righteousness, manifest justice, manifest love, manifest kindness, caring, you know, manifest how to lift and touch someone, how to help someone. Sow a seed of love over there. You know what they need? Sow a seed of love to them to help them out, lift them up. You know, bring about a better way. See, because there you go, you know, with a sweet song of love around you, lifting folks, helping folks, touching folks. You see where there's a need. You know, just like he went down there and built that big, beautiful studio. Beautiful studio. I can see the houses from the street. You know, the houses, the haves and the have-nots. I seen it from the street. And he went down there and just, you know, grabbed up some folks and put some folks to work. I don't watch them shows no more because, you know, I have to focus on the Lord. God got me moving over here. And right now, honey, Grow is doing so much. Grow is, I mean, we in the motherland. We building up group homes, building up some homes to get these children off the street, these street children, you know, these getting them off the street. They are the children of tomorrow. That's what they are. And we are getting them off the street and taking care of them and showing them love, because see, what's going to happen is the evil going to snatch them up. See, that's what you need to do. You need to sow love wherever you at. Just sow love. See, that's how we drive the evil and hate out and make the world great. We got to sow love. God is love. So we got to show love all around the world, everywhere you grow. You know, while I'm down in Atlanta, I was growing down there. You know, I even told the guy who helped me with the Nigerian visa, with the visa, that I even told the guy that I want to go back and see where we came from. I want to go see the motherland. I have to. And I'm going to live. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to live there. If it takes every dollar I have, I'm going to live. I'm going to make it better all around the world. Not just in the motherland, but especially motherland. Everywhere, every land. This land is your land. This land is my land. This land was made for you and me. So, honey, I'm on a journey. And Dr. King, Malcolm X, they took this journey too. And God propelled me to go also. I have to go. And I have to go there and grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I have to go show. I have to show grow. I have to go be grow. Let the light within me show. Let that light come out and show for sure. So I have to do this for God, and I'm going to do it for God. I live for God. See, my life is not my life is not about me and me over here doing me. I'm doing God, honey. God is doing me. God is using me, you know, for his kingdom building purposes. It ain't what I want to do. I don't sit up on the phone and gossip and talk about this and talk about that, honey. The two people that I do talk to, we talk about God and grow. You know, we talk about how I can lift you. How can I help you? You know, that's what it's about. Look, our time here is short. We only here for a season. And the things of the world is not the reason. It's for God's kingdom building purposes. That's what we here for. We are here for God's kingdom building purposes, not to get ours, not to get the bag, not to get over, not to get this and have that. What you gonna take this and that? What you gonna do with it? You know, why you running down the highway of life like that? Where you trying to go so fast? Where you trying to go? You know, leave early if you got to run like that. I mean, it's just so happened, honey. I had one car. I saw him coming up behind me. He 100 miles an hour, but he in the other lane. He had to been going 100, because I know I was going 60, right about 70. He flying. And, you know, that right there, that's how you run into somebody. You know, I'm telling you, you in that big a hurry running down this highway of life, not even taking in consideration your life or their life. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. It's time to rise. It's time to grow. It's time to sow. It's time to move. You know, it's God's time. It's God's day. It's God's time. God is the way, the truth, and the light. You know, turn your focus on the Lord. Be a servant of God. See, that's what I am. I'm a servant of righteousness. You know, I serve the Lord. That's what I do each and every day. God, what we going to do to see God guide me? God show me exactly what to do, when to make a move, when to do this and when to do that. I'm telling you, honey, it's it ain't me no more. It's not. It's me and God. It's God and me. You know, it's God. That's exactly what it is. You know, I'm just putting the plan in motion. But this is God's plan, honey. This is God's plan. I'm just here making it manifest. So let's all make it manifest. We all have medicine to give to the world. Let's start with the love. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Be lifted, be encouraged, kings and queens. I love you. Let's rise.